So hello again, March 2012 now, and this month I thought we'd have a little bit of a look around the house, see what's going on here. Project's been going for about a year now, probably a little bit over, so it's going pretty slowly. But you know, every month it's getting a little bit better. So let's just take a little bit of a walk around and see what there is. Well, the house is nestled up at the top of the valley. It's got one of the best views in Thailand, I would think. Pretty much had to carve out the hillside. You had to get the digger in, dig it out, and organise all the drainage and the landscaping. So looking at the front of the house, you can see the awning there. The roof's being put on now. We're using a grass or a palm reed roof from sugar palm plants. This will be pretty waterproof once it's finished up. I guess like a Thai equivalent of a thatched roof. So once the roof's finished, our next job is to get a nice hardwood deck laid in this area here to give us a good outdoor living area. So the awning's supported by 4 of these big columns. Each one of these trees was probably about 100 years old, then it's died and it's probably been dead for about another 100 years to let this pattern come into the grain. They really are quite special. They've got a beautiful feel to them. You can really feel that it's something quite nice to have in the front of the house. So this one here we haven't used yet. We've got to think of something to do with this, but it looks almost like crocodile skin or alligator skin. It's got an incredible texture. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of wood. So as we look around the back, we've got a utility room, a washing machine, a bit of hot water that's quite nice to have. A little bit of an outside dining area. That's where I try to do my Thai lessons, about an hour every day, but probably get a bit slack sometimes. A little bit of a gym area where I work out. It's probably one of the best views of any gym in the world. It's certainly better than sitting on the treadmill in some city, that's for sure. Let's move down the side, big bedroom window, and then you see the other big plate glass window for the living room. I think eventually we might take that out and put another Thai door in. Give us a bit more access and a slightly better airflow through the house, and then we can sit outside and enjoy this view even more. We need to be pretty self-sufficient here. These are the water towers. Pretty much all the water for the house has to be brought up, either pumped up or brought up by tractor. These hold probably about 15 tons. That'll last us probably about 3 weeks, I think, with normal use. Then garbage also needs to be separated. We get food waste gets put on as fertilizer or as compost, and all the plastics and the paper get burnt away. Then for internet we use this satellite dish here. It costs us about $100 a month. It's probably about the same speed as dial-up, but it's certainly better having it than not having it. So as you move inside, we can see that the whole point of keeping the front of the house as big glass panels is to maximise the view we've got here. The plan all along was to keep the building itself fairly simple, to really concentrate on the view and to make some nice outdoor or semi-covered external areas so that you can enjoy sort of the natural life while we're living here. Over here we've got a fairly basic kitchen setup. Got a counter in with a marble top on, gas stove and a sink. Eventually obviously cupboards are going to go in there. And also the plan is to put an island table in the middle here. You can see there's a power point down on the floor, so we'll have power to use laptops and stuff there. As you come up, kept the ceiling nice and high. The plan there is to help to keep it cool. It does still get pretty hot in here, but we've probably got to get a little bit more ventilation through, and probably a bit of air conditioning. It's not going to hurt as well. So here's the bedroom, again fairly simple, fairly plain. We definitely need to get a bit more furniture in here because everything's just pretty much sitting on the floor at the minute. Definitely need to get a bit of air conditioning in here as well, as it's pretty hot and sticky here often at night. Moving through, we got a bathroom here, the shower there behind the glass wall. Again, we've got to get some cabinets fitted up in here and get the roof lined out, so there's still a little bit more work to do in here. But it's slowly coming along. So it's certainly a little bit like glorified camping at the minute, but one of the things about Thailand is there's so many sort of individual furniture makers and fabric makers here, and it's easy to get stuff made. So I think part of our plan's always been to get some some custom stuff made for the house as opposed to just going to IKEA and just getting a load of sort of generic Swiss pine in. But you know, we need a little bit of time to sit down, find the right guy and get the stuff made up. But I think in a couple of years it could be really, really nice in here. So we've had a look at the house, now we'll have a look at the transport. I guess probably most blokes in their life at some point or another have wanted a truck. If you're going to have a truck, then there's none better than the Hilux. Particularly after seeing Clarkson and the Top Gear series they did on it a few years ago. I think everybody's probably wanted one of these at some point in their life, and I've got to say this really is just one of the best bits of kit that you could ever have. This is 3-litre diesel, 4-wheel drive, can be 2-wheel, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, 4-door, and it's pretty much top of the range. Got the 17-inch rims on it. We've just put on all-terrain tyres. Inside you've got the iPod dock, air conditioning, got the gear lever, then you've got the differential there to choose between 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high or 4-wheel low. I guess it's probably in 4-wheel drive every day and 4-wheel low probably at least once a week. And of course having the truck part at the back really just makes it worthwhile. You know, it'd be so nice just to shove your mountain bikes or your kite surfboards in here and drive off. Unfortunately at the minute it's pretty much full of tools all the time, but I'm sure that the mountain bikes and the boards will come at some point. Yeah, this thing really is the best of both worlds. It's like driving a really nice saloon car, but by having the truck you can just shovel your crap in the back, and it just makes for, you know, really nice easy motoring. As I say, you know, I loved having the Audi and I loved having the sports cars, but from now on I think a truck would almost be my vehicle of choice. So a farm wouldn't be a farm without a big pack of dogs. We did have 5, but that's recently gone up to 9 due to some puppies that have arrived. There's Sherlock. We've had him for about a year, I guess. He's like the #1 dog on the farm. This is his sister Irene. And over here we have Moriarty. He's been fighting. He's got a bit of a bad eye, so he's probably going to have to go off to the vet next week. This is Anna, who we saw a couple of weeks ago in Little Oxford. This is Sal, the mother of the puppies. This is Sandy, Scotty, Coco and Winston. There's one thing I've learned in the last year, it's that white dogs and farms don't necessarily go together. So the dogs are fed and they've had a bit of breakfast and a walk, so I'm going to do a quick workout, then I'm going to have my own breakfast. So normally about 11 o'clock, take a little break and have some breakfast, and this morning's pretty typical. Bit of bacon in the pan there cooking up, and 4 eggs. Here we've got 2 chicken's eggs, and the 2 white ones are actually turkey eggs, because we have turkeys on the other farm. We had a turkey there we thought was a male, but then about a month ago he started laying eggs, so I think now it's probably a female. So we're going to whip these up into a bit of an omelette and stick them in the pan. So here you have one of the puppies caught red-handed. They know they're not meant to be inside. You can see her, she's looking a bit sheepish, but normally a little... Okay, that's good. Now you're outside. Oops, and another one who's trying to get in. But I guess that's the smell of the bacon and the breakfast. So here we go, out of the pan into the plate. Okay, so I've got my cup of coffee, I've got my omelette, let's try it. You can definitely taste, yeah, the eggs have got a much nicer flavour than just regular chicken's eggs. A little bit more body to them. It's really good. It's got a nice texture to the omelette, and obviously cheese and bacon always helps anyway. And it's got to be one of the things I think I've really noticed about living on this farm. It's just the quality of the food you get is just so much better than what you'll get from a supermarket or you know, just generally from any outlet, particularly in the UK. You know, just the fruit, the veg, the eggs, the meat, everything you get is just really fresh, full of flavour. And I'm sure that, you know, the tropical climate and the sunshine makes a big difference here as well. So we've had a pretty good day. We've got the roof up. We've got the seat and little table there in the middle in position. And hopefully we're all good to go to get on the next project next week. Well, that about wraps it up for this month. We've got the fire going tonight. A bit of smoke in the evening helps keep the insects away, and it's always nice to sit out here and have a beer at the end of the day and relax a little bit out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll try and get another one up for April. Alright, we'll see you next month. Bye bye.